I'm your coach, Matthias Lidborn, and the topic of today is ice bath and cold exposures. In this video, I'll talk to you about the benefits of ice bath and how you can start doing this in an easy way. You have probably heard that winter bath and cold showers and ice bath have positive effects. You have probably also noticed that it has become increasingly common that people perform these types of cold immersions and cold therapies. I think this increased interest in cold immersion is very much due to the Iceman, Wim Hof, because much of the science regarding ice bath and cold immersions have emerged from his experience. So science has found evidence for its effects. If you don't know who Wim Hof is, I recommend you strongly that you check him out, Google him, and read about it. Cold bath has for a long while been one of the most important morning routines I have. As you can see here, every morning I take a bath in this little plastic tub of ice. I have cold water and of course ice from the freezer. Then I let it melt a little bit, so it gets down to about 1 to 4 degrees. And I lay in the bathtub for about, at least 10 to 20 minutes. During the winter, I usually vary between ice bathing in the tub and bathing in the sea. Bathing in the sea and lake is cold enough in the winter and can also be fairly cold even in the autumn and in early spring. But I prefer when it's below 5 degrees. Bathing in the sea and in the lake gives a stronger experience in the form of a closeness to the creation. Bathing and swimming in the sea and in the cold outside in nature has a much more spiritual impact. Some days I take both an ice bath and a bathe in the sea, which actually I did this morning. First I took a ice bath, and then during my morning walk I took a spontaneous bathe in the sea. Today was a wonderful and beautiful morning. It was just as if the sea was calling to me, and I felt that I wanted to be a part of the sea and everything. Everything living in it. The birds, the swans, the calm, the cold, the sun shining through the clouds. So this morning I couldn't stop myself from going into the water. So I stripped off my clothes until I was naked, and then I went in. So I got down in the water, got my feet a little sandy, and then I dried myself with my shirt and walked home in the cold. So these spontaneous whims is so life-giving. They give so much energy and also mystique. Even though where I bathed, there are houses with windows that facing the sea. And also even though people sometimes walk past this place, I bathe as I usually do, completely naked. I think it's very important to let yourself act on what you want to do at the moment and not care about your surroundings and not thinking so much, but instead just do and act. And this time an older man passed by. So think about it. What does that matter? Either it will inspire the person or maybe scare him a little bit. Or what I think, he will pass by and then go home, and after his morning walk he will tell his wife that he saw a nut in the sea, completely naked and in the cold, in the late winter, bathing. And they will have a laugh about it, and it will be a joyful conversation. And when he or her sees me the next time in the little village, they will maybe point and laugh, or they will not care. So what does that matter? Usually during my hikes, I always look for a lake or a cold stream. The advantages of hiking far up in the north in the mountains is that it never gets warmer than 5 degrees in water. And usually it is colder than that because I often start my hikes in September, in about mid-September. And this is when the first frost comes. So sometimes I expose myself to the cold through cold hikes. I then hike with no shirt on. And this in cold climate. And if there is some interest in this topic, I can bring it up in a subsequent video. Implement cold bath as a part of your morning routine. You will train your courage. You will train it every day because you go against your cowardice and fragility. You do this every morning. You learn to stay calm despite the high adrenaline rush, which you have also use of during situations in your everyday life. You become better at dealing with stress and stressful occasions and situations. And when you have a high level of adrenaline, so you can manage it much better. When you come in contact with the cold, your thoughts become silent, which leads you to get closer to yourself and closer to who you really are, the one you are when you don't identify yourself with your thoughts. You also get an energy boost that lasts all day. After my bath, I am full of energy. My cognition works better, and it feels like someone has pulled off a veil from my face and make the morning mist disappear. Everything becomes much clearer and more real. Cold bath, but also breathing exercises have increased my immune system very remarkably. You know, I never or rarely get sick, and the health benefits of cold bath are many. For example, it improves your blood circulation, you get better immune system. It also reduces muscle inflammation, and it enhances weight loss. The list can be made very, very long, and I recommend you to take a closer look at the health benefits. Of course, you don't need to start with an ice bath. I actually recommend you to start with cold showers. Just turn the shower at the coldest and aim to at least 30 seconds. Do this every morning and increase the duration at the pace that suits you and your tolerance. And keep in mind, hurry slowly. If you have a sensitive heart, I recommend you to check with your doctor first before you engage in this practice. Also, if you're very sensitive to the cold, you can start by pulling the tap to the lukewarm and then pull it to the coldest. Remember that the warmer the water, the longer you have to stay in the cold to get the health effects. And it should be a maximum of 15 degrees. The colder the water, the shorter time you have to be in the cold to get the health benefits. So if you want to achieve the health benefits faster, of course, colder water. And after the bath or the shower with the cold water, try to stay in the moment and try to stay with the cold. Try to feel the cold and try to stay calm. Try to become calm in a situation with a high adrenaline level. So even though you feel the cold in your body, as I said, try to stay calm and feel the lingering cold and let go. Just be in that moment and be aware of that you cannot do that much to increase the heat in the body more than wait it out. However, it should be mentioned that the shivers that can occur are natural and are a way for the body to heat up. And if you want to lose weight, the shivers is actually welcome because it helps you to enhance fat loss. I personally have always liked the cold and I enjoy being in the cold. Despite this, there is sometimes a reluctance in going down in the cold water. This feeling occurs in a very short time just before stepping in. It's a deep, primitive, bodily and essential instinct to react with reluctance to the cold. It goes against survival, I think. However, we modern people need to do this. We need to do this to be able to experience our inner strength and capacity, and to train our tolerance to the cold, and to become more self-reliant, and also to experience our own ability for self-healing and really get to feel how it feels to feel good. I hope you found any value in this video, and if you did, you're always welcome to make a donation to me through PayPal, donor box, and also Patreon. And if it happens to be that you have a struggle in your life or just a question to me, you can put it in the comment section or send me an email. And I might bring it up in a subsequent video. And of course, I will never refer to you with your real name. And if you would like to book a coaching session with me, you can do that easiest by going into my website. And there you also will find the possibility to purchase training programs and diet plans. The website you will find in the description below. You can of course also just send me an email and I will reply to you within 24 hours. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel, and also feel free to share this content. And if you would like to have some more content from me, you can check out my Instagram account, which has the same name as this channel, Matthias Lidbom, which is my name. Also, follow me there and like the content that you like. Anyhow, thank you very much for tuning in today, and I see you next time. Bye.